matchups like this every week. But when we do, all eyes are focused. A top 10 matchup, playoff expectations, becoming a storyline, and the stakes are soaring in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, it's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now.
Breaks into the open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. With the catch, it's Durham. Oh, what a move! He smashes his way through again. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and their giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught downfield. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. To the ground with the back. He breaks a tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The short hands, it's Simpson. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Complete in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He wants to throw it. Setting up the screen. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Michigan.
When you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back. But look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick pass on the fly motion. Turning it on. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arizona. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air. It's Underwood. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears liking their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past, that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
Under fire. Wide open. He makes the catch. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Wolverines. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And how about the offense being aggressive, willing to drop your quarterback into the end zone? If he gets tackled, it's a safety, gets the ball out, and and the receiver does the rest. 98 yards to the house. What an explosive play.
And the extra point is good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive in their own 25. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Finds his man. It's Brown. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. On the move, he fires. Got his man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Send the tight end in motion. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB was going with the football.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
But after getting getting stuffed on that run. You now got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now they regain the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He might want another play. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Extending the play. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the Wolverines are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Sharp. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arizona. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Off play action on first down. Buys a little time. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
So now it's 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. to throw. It's Underwood. They get to him as he throws. Pulls it in. It's Hayes. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down. At midfield, he's got room. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Pulls it in. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Looking for a deep man. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. LSU right back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught close to the marker. It's Sharp. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, Nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He fires to the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Flushed out of the pocket. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Moore. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Dropping back, it's Underwood. The throw. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the quarterback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. Breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Simpson. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Inside the 30. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
These last 2 plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent. He showed you the accuracy on the previous completion. And then on this play, it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different ways this guy can affect you as a defense because of his athleticism, man. He is a...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Finds the tight end. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Takes the handoff. It's Durham. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing in this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll leave it with the lone back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Here comes the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And the ball comes to rest right there. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. On the ground, it's Marshall. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
To the air, it's Underwood. Got the tight end outside. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down. First and 10 again.
They've got it first and 10 at the 50. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's McCulley. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Wolverines will hustle to the line.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Quick completion on the out route. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking downfield on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You you've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Got a man, it's Haynes. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Simpson. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. On the run, it's Durham. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. It's complete to the left. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Try to get it to the edge. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some space. 2 wins in a row. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Gives it on the option. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. Fights off the defender. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Snagged in the middle. It's Simpson. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Steps away to find some room. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And he'll make the catch at the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They want that clock to run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Creates a little space. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They're setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Unloads it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The 7. He wants to change this route. They'll start this drive with a pass. Dances away to buy time. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. He's taking the deep shot. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT finally
fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And here's the return. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.